beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin. Body the Awesome here. Tuesday in my world. It's August 4th. At least at the time I'm recording this. I'm going to do our reading today, and then I'm going to share with you a little hypocrisy in my opinion. Something that got me fired up this morning, so I'll let you be the judge. Okay, Betty Ford says, don't compromise yourself. You are all you've got. We continue to learn through our recovery program that we feel better when we listen to our feelings. Even though we may be uncomfortable when we disagree with others or refuse to go along with the crowd, we are much more peaceful when we don't do something just because everybody else is doing it. We like the part of recovery that is teaching us to be honest with ourselves and others. Feelings are like a roadmap to us. One writer said they're a reaction to the world around us. When we begin to understand our anger, guilt, anxiety, joy, hurt, and loss, we realize feelings are road markers we can use to grow in our recovery. Although our feelings were dulled for years by alcohol and other substances, or gambling, we have found it is never too late to listen to our feelings and learn from what they are teaching us. It is a new language for us, painful sometimes, but always true. Today I pray to let others experience the real me, including my feelings. Oh, wow. Okay, couple things in there. So yes, I know for me, this whole feeling my feels the last couple years has been quite interesting and ever evolving. And I definitely am much better at it, at least showing it. Like if I'm turning a little bit into my mother, which it better not evolve completely because it'll make me nuts. But I do cry when I'm happy now. I do cry when I'm sad or frustrated in a different kind of way than before. Like it used to be like my only release to anger or frustration or whatever. You know, crying used to have a different undertone to it. Now I'm just feeling what I'm feeling, and sometimes my eyes leak. It's kind of that way. And I work really hard at trying to understand what the feelings I'm feeling are. And I talk a lot about what I'm feeling so that I can process it and kind of sit with it and remember what it is that I'm feeling. So this morning's feelings with the story I'm going to share with you was discouragement and a little bit of frustration and a little bit of like, what the flower, if I'm being honest. But instead of getting completely angry and letting it ruin my day, I had to recognize the feeling that I did not agree with someone. It was discouraging to me. And then I have to move on. And you'll be the last little nugget I ran about. I did make a video about it this morning. So that'll be on Instagram, but soon. Anyway, yeah, so when we begin to understand our anger, guilt, anxiety, joy, hurt, and loss, we realize they're road markers in our just to grow in our recovery. This next line about dulling them for years through the gambling or alcohol or whatever, that's true, right? Like, so that's another reason to be mindful of our feelings. We need to decide, are we filling our bucket with the wrong feelings or the right feelings? So it's really important to understand what feeling we're feeling in that particular moment. And it's okay to feel whatever you need to feel. Nobody else is you, and no one else knows or should have a voice in what you're feeling about anything. Today, I pray to let others experience the real me, including my feelings, so you don't have to hide them either anymore. It goes back to some of those fundamentals, you know, the whole theory that I borrowed from Miss Castillo about not being everybody's peach. You know, not everybody's gonna like us, but that doesn't mean we should conceal our feelings. I may have told you that there was a conversation about someone was talking about having to walk around on eggshells. No, No, be you. Don't walk on eggshells. Let the other person take responsibility for how they're feeling. You can't make other people feel another way. You can walk around feeling like you're on eggshells and the other person not even know you're trying. So you're sitting there trying hard, feeling frustrated, feeling like you're doing all this compromising. The other person might be totally immune to it. So just be you. And if they have a problem with you, then let them tell you. They can own their own shit. We can't do everybody else's thinking for them, guys. We just can't. So I think feelings are a part of my recovery that I probably treasure a lot. I still have a lot to understand. Sometimes, like I said, I can't identify them, but I like that they show up in that they teach me, if something hurts my feelings, then maybe I need to not, something or someone, maybe I don't need to put myself in that situation. If something makes me really happy, maybe I need to do more of that. It's a myriad of things. It's kind of like learning, how many yards you can hit with each club in the game of golf. You kind of got to keep track of it and notice it. Sometimes, people journal it, with my 5, I hit 105. If with my 6, I hit 115, whatever that is. It's being mindful and paying attention that comes into play as well. So that's a pretty good thing to be cognizant of. Okay. So here's this morning's drama. And I was thinking about it as I was walking about how it's interesting how some people may still need to have drama in their life, a lot of it, in order to be fulfilled or busy or whatever. Again, not my place to say the whats and whys of other people, but I will tell you what I did, the note I got, and what I'm feeling about it. So I post every day in gambling recovery groups on Facebook. I do it on my own Facebook. Questions. You know this because that's where the self-care alphabet comes from. So I'm working my recovery. I'm trying to help others work their recovery in this. So we posted a question yesterday, and here is the response that I got. Oops, that's my response. Hi, Bobby. I'm an admin for this gambling site. I got my snarky tone on still about it. Since the focus on the site is regarding addiction and recovery, we would like to ask you to please keep your posts on topic. If they relate to the focus of the site, it would be more appropriate. Thanks so much. Okay, you guys want to know what the question was? It's flabbergasting what the question is. What is something on your bucket list? Oh my God. So I didn't use the word recovery, like I didn't say now that you're not gambling, what's on your bucket list? I didn't say if you quit gambling, what would be on your bucket list? Because it's still the same freaking question. I'm still engaging with the community. So yes, I could be pissy pants about it, but on my own platform, like I can talk to you about it. I can talk about it on Instagram because I can blow off steam about it. I could do whatever I want about it. What I'm not going to do, and maybe that is even, I should just, let it go. And I will let it go, but I think there's something to be learned here about attitudes, right? I have to be mindful of mine because it would have been real easy to tell this lady and like defend myself and tell her how I think that, recovery actually has something to do with our entire life, not just what some people who may or may not be ego driven running the room think is their definition of service, right? So this is what I wrote back. I was trying to be a little bit of loving and kind. The idea behind my questions are to focus on positive things in life. We can all dwell on the disease and negativity or start dreaming and talking about what not gambling gives us. It's also a way for the shy people to maybe connect and engage in the group. The administration really can't see the connection there. I'll modify my questions and participation to not get kicked out. I didn't thank her because I'm not really super grateful other than the fact that she lets me have this as a discussion point. Guys, if you're one of the people out there that has some time and that are working their recovery and trying to do the right thing, just be mindful of these things. Like, are we showing our attitude when we do stuff like this? And maybe I'm showing my attitude by being offended by this message from her. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm all being and all right, and I'm not going to pick an argument. And it's, it's their room. That's fine. I mean, I think a recovery room should be... Anyway, I have my opinions, which is why I have my own fit page, and I'll have my own groups, and I have my own, tribe where even if someone... I've imagined this because I've seen people get all crazy in these rooms with different arguments and stuff. And it's like, what am I going to allow in my room? I'm going to allow people to have different opinion than each other. Like, it's fine. We don't have to all be guided by Bobbyisms. The whole point of Bobby's attempt at leadership in this community is that we are all allowed to be our true selves, like the reading says, and to feel what we feel. It doesn't make anybody right or wrong. I sometimes get to tell you how I feel about things because it's just my position, but it doesn't make her wrong. She truly believes that she's... I can't really get there. Sorry. She probably truly believes that she's protecting the context of the room. Yeah, I'm having a hard time relating. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. It's not working, though. Anyway, she has her motivation and her feelings, and she's entitled to them, and I'm entitled to mine. And it's just that simple. And now that I've gotten it off my chest twice this morning, and I think there's some value to learning from the situation. Take it for whatever you'd like it to be. I mean, maybe it's because it's an election year, and I know that things are touchy, so we all just have to figure out how to get past other people having opinions that we may not agree with. And that's just the way it is. All right, beautiful people, have a spectacular day. I will see you tonight. We're going to do some more Dharma recovery. We're making some progress on that. It's pretty exciting. All right, I'll talk to you soon.